watch. But this last episode, bro.
I like them when I've seen it.
Listen, man.
Cameras are so crispy on it.
So crispy.
They be looking good.
Joey, bro. Sade had Joey looking like a straight freak on that mug, bro. You could tell that nigga was
beating
sick.
off at the joint. Yeah, that's kind of wild.
She said this nigga came home and she was like, he had the lube in his travel bag. So I asked him, like, why did you take the travel bag with you to the strip club? He said he had the strippers rub the lube on his nipples.
We recording?
I said, nah, the nigga Joey out of pocket.
That's wild. That is wild.
Yo, what's up? It's Lil Bo, and I'm rocking with Dez Arnaz all the time. You heard what I said.
CEO Reese is the flyest.
Hey,
That nigga Keno was wilding out too, bro.
that drop is
Hilarious.
Good time today. Good time. Fellas, feel good to be back. Loving what we've been doing lately. I'm a big fan of the visuals, man. Like, I haven't, ever since we've been back recording, like, I haven't listened to the audio. You know what I mean? Like, what do y'all do? Audio or y'all do the visual?
I do a little bit of both.
do more audio than visual.
The visuals is where it's at, man.
That's where it's at.
That's what the people want.
Trying to figure out how to get to the next level. And salute and shout out to the people that is fucking with the YouTube channel. I just went in there into the the lab where you upload shit, and I see people leaving comments and all that
where?
on the videos. So yeah, salute to the people that's out there that's supporting the YouTube channel. We got to grow it for sure.
Yeah.
But
Speaking
there's
of
a will,
YouTube,
there's a way.
I watched the whole season of a show yesterday, and it reminded me of you.
Oh, season. What show was that?
It was Drewski. It was.
I've seen the trailers for. Is this for the Love of Drewski?
Not for the Love of Drewski.
Oh, okay.
It's another one he has. It's called, like, he trying to give out the Could Have Been Records record deal.
Yeah.
It reminded me of you.
Why?
If people don't know you, like, they don't, like, I mean, we family, so
Right.
I know you. And you would have a show like this. Because they was really just taking advantage of, not that you would do this, I'm just saying, like, but I think you find humor in this. Because these people that's on the show, with all due respect, they're clearly.
It's kind of slow.
They're a little slow.
Yeah.
And the way that they, the ugliest rapper alive was on there.
Oh, yeah.
And they got this dude named Glock 30. You know Glock 30 is, like, you can tell they probably ain't take a shower the whole time that they was on the show.
Yeah. God bless.
And it just reminded me, I was like, Reese would, like, love a show like this. Yeah. Juicy got something going on with that thing, though, like, with that love stuff. He got a little lane that he's in. I don't think it's a real thing, but him and Stud Love.
Yeah. I seen that.
That's his bag.
It was something else too. I seen Kodak Black doing something like that. Like, I think the streamers have made it to where a lot of these people they have to transition, to this different type of content. And some of it can be entertaining, but some of it I be looking at like niggas really ain't got it all. Like, sometimes you just don't want to see a nigga's full personality like that, so you be like, man, yeah, this nigga kind of slow. Nigga's kind of slow. I don't know though, but give me something that y'all watch that niggas will be surprised, like, as far as like the content wise. Like, is there anything out there that y'all indulge in? Like, niggas like, you watch what?
What's the dude's name? His name is Corporate from Chicago.
Not it.
Did you hip to him?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was real big on like Facebook and shit too.
Yeah, so he got a show, like a series called Black Chicago Be Like or something like that.
Yeah, he been doing that for a minute. He been doing that for years.
He has a lot of people from the Chi on the show. Like,
it's like a ongoing.
Yeah,
it's like he'll make a reel and then like that reel tie. It's like he basically making a series out of like 2-minute reels. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you would be lost in the sauce on it. It's good.
Cause what's gonna be doing
so
the same thing?
Good, it ain't like no humor. It ain't trying to be.
No, it's funny. It's hilarious.
Oh, is it?
No, it's definitely built on like comedy, but there's also some lessons in it. He keeps something with a slapper in there. Like, he keeps Chicago's elite on the show for sure.
I love Chicago. I got to get back to the side, man.
Great spot out there.
Yeah, for sure. Only thing I didn't care about when I was in the Chi is that, because of the young niggas out there, like the police presence, like niggas standing around with the fucking assault rifles and everywhere you go. You know what I mean? Like that looked kind of crazy. It's almost looked like damn, I forgot what it's called when the army enact and come and take over your town and shit. Martial law, yeah. It kind of looked like martial law out there.
Downtown? I was downtown, so I don't know.
Not as much downtown. But of course over there at the high end spots they gotta have that. You know what I mean? It's just Columbus. For us to be a major city, we operate so differently than all these other major cities.
We still operate like a small town.
We still operate like a small town. And I kind of like that, you know what I mean? But then I also kind of feel like we just kind of behind, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, though, but I know
because, I think it's just the way our city is built, Reese. Is like, you like, to really get around in Columbus, you got to be able to drive. So it's just so easy to, like, be segregated. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Like,
yeah.
And the way, like, every side of town is really built, and then even the outskirts, like everything on 270 as well, is just like they got everything in your area. So you really don't have to leave your area if you don't want to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like they're gonna have your shopping out there, your grocery stores, everything is in. It's gonna be within your little radius, so it's easy to just stay in your little bubble.
Before we get started with the show, I do want to send a big congratulations to Tyhan and the Northland Vikings on winning their third in a row, a three-peat city championship. Knocked off Afrocentric. I know your alma mater of Northland, the Vikings. Salute to them. Tyhan doing
King
big things over there. Huh?
Now, King left.
Yeah,
Went
he's
to prep school.
Prep school.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah, been gone the whole year, but they still went undefeated in the North. And they got a big boy over there in the middle. That's pretty impressive.
Really?
I don't know his name.
Really?
He looked like he about 6'6", 6'7". He was bullying Afrocentric yesterday, from what I seen of the highlights. So
Yeah, I went to the game.
So, you went to it?
It was a good game.
What was the energy like?
It gave that old school City League feel.
Okay.
Terry was there. Seen Terry.
I seen him with the LeBron jersey on.
Yeah.
I was on his ass. I clipped up. I seen the clip. I caught him in somebody's clip on IG. Clipped it up like, I see you was glazing at the city championship game too.
Yeah, you seen a lot of the. It was dope to see a lot of like former City League alumni in the building. It was a good game, good energy.
Yeah, it's dope.
It's good to see the city like that. We've been kind of, in my personal opinion, I feel like overall the league has been down for the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But to have that energy in the building at East, and it was a good game. Even though Northland dominated pretty much the whole game, but it still was a good game. So.
And for the first time in a few years, like I haven't been overly impressed with the OCC and the CCL, like those divisions, those conferences and everything.
I agree.
I thought Reynoldsburg was doing well.
Reynoldsburg, I think they got their first loss of the night to DeSales.
It was a couple weeks ago.
Oh, it was a couple weeks ago? Okay, they lost to DeSales.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the online chatter is that it was some home cooking, that took place, but that's tough.
Yeah, but shit. What you think about
that
that
white boy?
time?
But that
He's
white
nice.
boy for
He's
DeSales
nice.
was
He's
tough.
nice.
I
He's
like
nice.
him a lot.
He balled out last season too. So.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I wasn't hip to him, you know what I mean? But now I definitely want to see what he do in the tournament.
Yeah, tournament time. If I'm not mistaken, they bring the fairgrounds back this year, right?
Are they?
That's what I think.
The time coach?
I don't know.
He be on the bench, but he don't really be. It be like.
Reason I'm asking because I'm on like the Zach Fleer's page.
Mm-hmm. Who was on? Mike was Mike coaching?
Nah, Thornton ain't on the coach.
I know Cyrus is not on the staff no more because I think something came up background wise or whatnot.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Nah, because the dude was saying, "Hey, I'm requesting the City League Championship game to be moved because Tyhan can't coach due to religious reasons or something." This was something. That's why I asked, did he coach?
Nah, he was there. He was on the bench, but he didn't really do anything. He's like
Ramadan
an
or something? What's going on?
I don't know.
The game was on a Saturday.
I don't know.
That's what it says. I'm requesting that Columbus City Schools change the time of next week's City League Championship game. Northland head coach Tyhan Johnson cannot coach in the game due to religious reasons. He follows a weekly fast.
Maybe he
ends
fasts
at 6 p.m. on Saturday. If the game is moved to 6 p.m., he could coach. Currently, the game is scheduled for traditional 12 p.m. start time. What time?
It's always at 12 o'clock.
At 12.
Yeah.
So he was there. He was at the game, but he didn't.
This is the third year in a row that he cannot coach in the game.
Yeah.
I'm asking City League to respect.
Now it makes sense. Now, I'm about to say, the last 3 years, he's there, but he's never coaching. It's always like this. this assistant coaching. So.
Well, salute to them. You know, that's dope, you know, to be able to get a three-peat in the city championship, especially considering, you know, the controversy with King and everything leaving the school.
Mm-hmm. And then, you know, last year they had the whole thing where, you know, Linden won the City League North. But they had too many games scheduled, so
That's what it was, yeah.
Northland got in. But hey, I mean,
it's dope. You know what I mean? You can't take that away from them
at all.
I also, still speaking of high school basketball, I forgot to shout this out last week, but I had seen, maybe we did, but we wanted to shout out Afrocentric. It was the 20-year anniversary for the state championship team. That squad that had Nice and Quan and a few other cats, but those are the two that I really Lance, salute to them. Like Nice, you know, a lot of people don't realize that Nice was Mr. Basketball. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, top player in Ohio. You know what I mean? I think it was Division III or Division IV, but again, you can't take it away from him. You know what I mean? That's always going to be here. So salute to Nice, Afrocentric on that state championship. Now I think they, you know, technically the state took it away from them. You know what I mean? But we still going to count that as a dub for them. That's like taking the Final Four away from Michigan. Like, nah, it happened. You know, taking Reggie Bush's Heisman away.
Yeah, I was about to say
it
like
happened.
Reggie Bush. Yeah.
One last shout out too before we even get going. I want to shout out my homie Kidda. I saw he got married
I seen that too.
yesterday. Super dope. I was looking at Nasty's story and seeing all the guys there. Lamont, you know, Kidda's brother. Big shout out my homie Freeze. He was looked like he was the best man. But it was dope to see that, you know what I mean? Niggas getting married, you know what I mean? Looked like it was a good time. He was super happy. So salute to Kidda, you know, and congrats on the wedding. You know, many blessings to that. Yeah, we're gonna get into it though. You know what I mean? It's Lovers Weekend. I mean, I guess it's concluded now. But we can have some conversation. You know what I mean? There was a lot of rolling out. A lot of things took place. Good times though. You know what I mean? Like had fun with it. You know, definitely enjoyed it. But we are gonna open up with that talk. So we'll get into the show, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of What We Talking About podcast. I am CEO, the veteran, perfect motherfucking attendance, 1/3 of a few things, 1/3 of the rollout boys. Got a lot of DMs.
He was one of the rollout boys this week.
No. There's rolled out.
There's rolled out?
There's rolled out. A little bit.
Did you?
It was a remix this week.
But that wasn't planned though. That wasn't planned. She just did it, and I had to roll with it. I had to.
I like it. I enjoy it. You didn't see it?
I missed it.
So you know the typical.
Is he outside tonight?
Yeah, when I'm
pull
about
the
to pull
covers up.
Yeah. Darian hit me with the
Covers didn't pull up. It was.
Oh, I see. So what happened was I seen it. I probably hit the button and just
Right, because you figure out, you know what
I
you
know
said.
this. Okay, I didn't okay.
It was a remix. It was a remix.
Definitely a remix. Shout out to her. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, 1/3 of a few things, 1/3 of the rollout boys, 1/3 of the toxic boys. Not to ever be confused. Ever. But who else is in the building, man?
It's your boy Des Arnaz. If you don't know me, tell your friends do.
Yes, sir.
Local nigga with a major buzz.
Yo.
Keep going.
Yo. What's up? It's Lobo, and I'm rocking with Des Arnaz.
Yes, sir.
What I said, yeah.
You feel me? We got the drops coming, man.
Yeah.
You got more than that.
I know. Yeah.
I think I got him.
You probably got them somewhere.
I need him.
Yeah, man. But we here in the building. We it's crazy. We had like a fake snow day today.
Yeah,
Shit came out of nowhere, but we still got up out the bed and pod, man. It was necessary. We got to keep the momentum going.
For sure.
Church today.
Yeah, I like where we're going with it, and you know the people rocking with it, so we got to keep it going. So we made sure we still got the pod going.
Yes,
so
sir.
we here.
Yes, sir. Who else in the building, man?
Yeah. It's me.
Yeah. We gotta get the drop. We need the drop. I need that third one.
I mean, you know, I got the the producer, the Kid Blaze. You know, I got some drops for sure.
Okay.
Major League Music, all that stuff. Man, it's your boy Blaze, man, the ex superstar engineer. As I'm coining myself. Just ready to pod, man. Just ready to go crazy with the brothers.
Yeah.
In the new what we talking about with the video experience. I'm not used to it yet, but we get into it.
Indeed. So look, we ain't gonna waste no time, man. We're gonna get right into it, man. Valentine's Day has came and went. I've seen a lot of shenanigans online, but I also seen a lot of beautiful shit. You know what I mean? I think for the last couple of weeks we've been talking about Valentine's Day, or at least the lead up to it. I went into this Valentine's Day. I guess we'll start with me. You know what I mean? Then everybody.
Sure, we should end with you.
You want to end with me? Yeah, we can do that. We can end with me. Fellas, how was you guys' Valentine's weekend or day? You know what I mean? However y'all chose to celebrate it. I know y'all told me last week the 15th is out of the question.
Yes,
you know, everything had to happen Friday night, which if you did it on Friday night, it worked out perfectly because Saturday it was raining all day.
It was literally raining hell when I got up in the morning.
Yeah. So, but how was y'all's Valentine's?
I mean, is the camera on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
You know, it was cool, man. Nothing like, something like, I did the big major rollout last year. Just wasn't necessary again this year.
Yeah.
So just kept it light, but definitely had dinner and did a.
Where you eat at?
I don't even want to say.
You don't want to say?
The reason why I don't want to say it because it wasn't like a Valentine's Day type of spot.
Say less.
You know what I mean?
Say less.
No, what I'm saying is like, I was probably operating 3 weeks before Valentine's Day, and like the only like joints that was available was like at 10 o'clock at night, and I just didn't want to do that, and so I just did something light. But you know, did a couple drop off. I did a drop off, not couple. Did a drop off.
Timestamps over here.
Did a
drop off to Mom Duke.
Singular drop off to my person, and that was it, man. Just kept it light, man, but still kept it cool for sure.
That's what's up. Dez.
What's good?
Valentine's. Fly us in if you can.
I didn't do nothing for real, man. I just chilled out.
Kept it chilled.
You know, I was on daddy duty, so you know.
That's what's up.
We was chilling. You know,
I seen that a lot this year. I seen it. Well, not necessarily with the guys, but I did see a lot of women taking their daughters out and stuff like that. I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? I guess, you know, the way to look at it is just to, what's y'all's thoughts on that? Do y'all think that should have been dads taking their little girls out? Or like, how y'all feel about that?
I mean, cool. But I mean, I still feel like it's reserved. Like, obviously, do something if you got a little girl. You know, do something to make it feel special for them for sure. But it's still reserved for the romantic person in your life.
So, Des, you said you kept it light.
Yeah, we kept it light, man. You know, we her daughter had a date, so we made sure she got to that. And then we just, you know, stuck around, and then we turned it into a little something. We ended up having fun, man. So it was cool. We didn't do the big social media.
Stop.
He wants you to keep talking when he said, "Hey,
Right."
You know what I mean? So you know, we just chill out.
Stop this football, and I rock with Dez on there all the time.
Yeah, we left it up to you, man. You know, your rollout was
listen.
Before you even get started,
you won.
Like, I want to say this, like, and I don't want to say too much. But ain't nothing like the initial rollout of a situation. I'm not saying what the situation is or isn't or whatever, but it's something special about that. I experienced it last year. It was a legendary rollout. Yeah, and I think you took the crown this year.
All right, I mean, we can get into it. You know, we can get into it.
Can I say something before you even go there?
Yeah.
I think that people need to understand this too.
What's up?
Like, because your rollout can be light. It's the other rollout that has to be factored in.
Okay, what you mean? Elaborate.
So what I'm saying is that, like, if you look back at the rollout for me last year, I feel like it was light. You know what I mean? It was quick.
It definitely wasn't light, but go ahead.
It was light. The reason why y'all saying this is because y'all follow the other person. That's why y'all saying what y'all saying.
Okay.
So it can be a difference of, you know. Like,
but it was a cross collaboration. It was a grand rollout.
No. I'm not saying that it wasn't. What I'm saying is that, like, my story.
Oh, okay.
Was light. I feel like your story was light.
Yeah. Mine was light.
And I don't understand. I don't have. You know what I mean? So I don't follow. So I don't know what the other side was looking like. But I'm sure it was green.
shout out to baby girl. You know, Valentine's Day this year was it was a good one for me. Great night. You know what I mean? We had dinner. We actually went to Hank's Seafood. That's my second time. You haven't been there? I love it. Great seafood spot. It's on Gay and High Street. Super crowded. You know, like as you said earlier, yeah, when they do them 10 o'clock reservations, we actually had a late reservation, but what we did is we got there early, played the bar. That was a little part of the rollout, I guess, when y'all saw the calamari and the what else did we have? The oysters. You know what I mean?
Maybe I'm just kind of tapped out, so I didn't see the calamari.
Yeah, see all that? Yeah.
Seen it? Okay.
Hey, and the calamari was to die for. Hey. Oysters as well. Oysters Casino. Look, if I can make a recommendation, get the Oysters Casino. So yeah, we played the bar, had some appetizers and some drinks at the bar. Finally, our table was ready.
I love it. I like the way y'all did that. Okay, that's cool.
Hank's, of course, I mean, everybody was probably doing this on Friday night. You know, they was stuffing them in there. So it was super dumb crowded. We actually got to our table and we got seated. It turned out she knew a guy that was sitting kind of like adjoined like with our table. Like they was kind of like connected almost. She went to school with him and they didn't speak at all. I'm like, are y'all beefing? Like, why didn't y'all say what's that to each other? Like, is there something I need to know? She said, no. I'm like, so y'all just didn't speak, you know? Anyway, great night. Food was A1. I ended it with a nice piece of carrot cake. Ate on that for a couple of days. That's how big the piece was. Pause if needed. But yeah, it was a great night. You know, now as far as the rollout, you know, I was excited, you know, to be a part of Valentine's this year, as I am, you know, anytime that I can, you know, make somebody's day, make them feel good. I think y'all know this. It ain't no secret. You know, I'm a big time gift giver. Like I enjoy giving gifts. You know, so I was excited to be able to do that. But I also was surprised myself. You know, I walked into a situation of gifts. Multiple gifts at that, you know what I mean? Gifts with some real meaning to them, you know, some gifts that had some sentimental value. That, I don't know if y'all saw that part that I posted on the story. It was like sight, taste, touch, feel.
Yeah, I had a very similar rollout.
Yeah, so
that,
the
5 senses.
I guess that's,
challenge.
You know what I mean? Yeah, and that my fifth sense is still on the way, she told me. But I guess that's something that's big, you know, with the ladies. Like, I wasn't really that hip to it, but I thought it was dope, you know what I mean, super creative. Yeah, so, you know, I was thoroughly impressed, you know what I mean, and again, shout out to her. Also, too, you know, part of mine, which made it look so like a grand, you know, type of thing, was, you know, her birthday is on the 19th, you know what I mean? So it was kind of like, you know, even though we're going to celebrate it separately, but it was still like, you know, let me put a little extra on the, you know what I mean? Because your birthday is coming up as well.
Is that
Say it again.
respect?
Huh?
Is that gesture respected? Like, is it like the birthday gonna come around and be looking like?
Oh no, I'm still going. You know,
I'm saying that you're not.
Yeah.
I'm just saying you said you put a little extra. So I'm saying, is that something that's understood?
Or yeah. She ain't one of them ones like she. You know, and I think this is why I'm rocking with her so tough, because you know what I mean. Like she's an old soul. You know what I mean. And she appreciates things. You know what I mean. Like it's different. You know what I mean.
This is different for me.
You know what I mean? And that's the thing, though. I mean, like, I guess when you meet somebody, or if you meet the right person and they get you to see things slightly different, you know what I mean? Or get you to move in a little different, you know, so salute to her. You know what I mean? We had a great time.
I want to share the wood over here, Dez.
You know what I mean? Now, I guess
I
I concluded the rollout with the posting of the picture, which I didn't think was, you know, the biggest of deals, because I mean, she's popped up on my Instagram before.
Facts.
You know,
was it a big deal?
The DMs went nuts.
I don't understand.
Yeah, you're right. You did post, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, it's you know.
I guess they didn't believe it the first time.
No,
you know,
that's cap.
when they said it.
That's cap.
Speak on it. Why do you think that?
I mean, like, so first of all, I remember the last little soft launch.
Right.
It was heavy.
It was heavy.
I mean, so if anybody is showing up acting like they don't know what's going on, then I want to call cap.
There's still a couple out there lingering that I guess, this last post really hit for him. And I want to speak on that. Like, we can kind of get off of Valentine's, but we can stay here in that same, in that same area. Like, I kind of get and understand why people don't post, their relationships or their significant others, whether it be male or female. I want to clear that up. I'm not just saying why guys don't post girls. I understand why girls don't post guys as well. Even though the positivity outweighs the negative, by so much, it's still just the slight little pieces of negativity that do get through lingers and has so much more of an effect than all the positive shit. Because somebody could say one thing and you be like, what the fuck is that all about, Dez? You know what I mean? Or you just get the
bad juju.
You know what I mean? Like, or you even get chicks from your past, that want to make it known, that they might know such and such, or it just be all kind of shit that come along with posting somebody. And, again, this is not me coming on here saying that you shouldn't, because I'm all for doing whatever works best for you. You know what I mean? But I'm just trying to shoot bail to the people that has always given that excuse. Like, I'm keeping my shit private. You know what I mean? Because I get it. You know what I mean? It's a headache. You know what I mean? Like, it looks one way to the public. You know what I mean? But the stress behind the scenes of it, you know what I mean? Even her, she said she had anxiety, you know what I mean? Because she was getting DMs, you know what I mean? Like, and now on her end, the niggas don't know me, you know what I mean? So it's almost like, oh, damn, you must be for real, you know what I mean? Like, you posting a nigga, shit like that, so. But, not to dive too much into it, what's y'all's thoughts on as far as posting significant others? Like, have y'all ran into any type of backlash, or have y'all not necessarily had regrets, because it's not a regretful thing, but have y'all ran into, like, I probably shouldn't, I shouldn't have did it, because, you know what I mean, it's more of a headache than it is what I intended for it to be, which was just a moment for me to really celebrate my person, or, showcase my person. Like, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, man, it just, it just brings a lot of unwanted bullshit when you do that, brings a lot of fake love, a lot of people that just be really, they want to snoop around and
be in your business.
Yeah, be in your business, and then they can't wait until shit go left, so they can be like, "See, I told you." You know what I mean? So it's just like, it's not about trying to keep somebody a secret, nothing like that. It's just really just to protect your peace. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Drake said I was hiding my kid from the world.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, look, I done lived it, so I'm never doing that again.
Never doing it again.
Not the. I mean.
I had that talk too. I actually say, I'm
just saying, like, I lived it where, like, my shit was like heavy. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, it was like a thing. So, and then when it wasn't a thing anymore, it still was a thing.
I think you almost got to be married to do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, because that's the only way you really can avoid the messiness.
Nah, it don't matter. It's still coming.
Still coming?
Yeah, there's no difference in it. Like, to be honest with you, I mean, I agree with you, Reese, 100%. Like, where I'm at right now, if you looking for information on me on my Instagram page, you're going to be highly disappointed.
Yeah.
It's just not how I'm moving these days due to circumstances. So, I get it. I understand. And it's hard to explain it, because you don't want to make it feel like to your person that you're trying to, like, because there's no, like, shame, or I'm not ashamed of you or nothing like that, but it'd be so much drama going on. And I even be sitting back watching it, like, from, like, other people. Like, I can see a breakup on my timeline. Like, I can see it. Like, and I don't necessarily want to see it, but that's just how it works, man. So I definitely agree with, like, that don't mean you can't post your person, but I understand somebody who wants to tuck and protect their peace for sure.
Yeah. All in all, though, you know what I mean? Great time, great night, great weekend. Like I said, thoroughly enjoyed it. Shout out to everybody that was out there celebrating it. I seen the Debbie Downers online as well. The people that throw shade at Valentine's Day. And I don't. People use holidays and special events as a time to kick another person's back.
Yeah.
I just don't understand it.
I don't. Motherfuckers just be miserable. Period. It don't matter what's going on. Motherfuckers, somebody gonna find a way to throw some hate in it. So man, fuck all that, man. Do what you do.
Do what you fucking do.
It's really like, I think that we don't really address that, but like, I mean, February 14th could be an intense time for a lot of people.
Yeah, and it's a lot of pressure.
But why though?
I think that it's just more of like people like use it as a reflective period for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like for me, that period comes to me on my birthday, and it's not necessarily negative at all. It's like, man, I'm so thankful to have
Right.
this life.
Same
that
with
I
me,
have.
birthday.
Yeah, I mean that's
Yeah.
why I reflect. But then if you're a single person and more on the side of single women,
I was about to say, I think it's women that more so internalize Valentine's Day because I think they almost look at it as if here it is, a day of lovers, and I don't have my special somebody. You know what I mean? So now I think that plays into their psyche of, what am I doing wrong, or why ain't I, what I mean, desired in certain ways, like, but I hate that people internalize it like that and take it that way. But I also get it's kind of hard to not do that when you look on your timeline and you see so many acts and gestures of love going on and all kind of stuff, and then you over here on your end, and it's like, ain't shit popping for you. It's like, it's a moment to reflect. You know what I mean? Just as a human. You know what I mean? I don't know. You don't look at it like that.
I mean, no. I mean, I see people doing that, but I don't understand it. But I feel like that'd be the problem. Like you said, they get on social media, they see their friends and all these people, and then I feel like also too, a lot of people don't. It's like a time for people to show out. You know what I'm saying? So motherfuckers be competing with themselves and be competing with their peers and shit like that. It's just, man, I don't know. I just don't understand it. You feel what I'm saying?
We can get a little funny with it though. I did, fellas. Listen, y'all gotta chill. Like Friday and even on Thursday, I pass a Dollar Tree going to my crib. Y'all gotta chill out. Like y'all can't be in there getting the same 6 cards, that they have for Valentine's Day. Like the line was out the door at Dollar Tree, and I know it was all niggas. Niggas was lining up to go get them 50-cent cards. Like, nigga,
50 cents?
they 50 cents to $1. They some shit like that. You know what I mean? I do that on Christmas time when I want to hit the whole family off with cards. I'll go in there and go get a whole roll of them bitches. Like, I'm about to walk in and make everybody's day with these 50-cent cards. But, when it comes to this, and again,
Spend the $5.99.
spend the fucking $6, man. Get a card that's unique. You know what I mean? Don't go get just a general card. Happy Valentine's Day, I love you. That got, 2 sentences in it. You know what I mean? Like,
I put a little effort into it.
Yeah, I put a little effort into it.
And so, do y'all want to talk about?
We want to talk about everything.
Y'all want to talk about the roses and shit like that? Like,
Let's talk about it.
Cause, all right. So listen, I did the Venus shit, but I'm not saying that that's what it has to be.
Right.
But on Valentine's Day, niggas, y'all got to get out of Kroger. Like, we can't do the Kroger roses where.
So what do you want them to do?
At least Flower-Rama. You know what I mean? Or get on 1-800-Flowers. You know what I mean? Get some shit.
1-800-Flowers is crazy.
It's
on the price on the ticket side.
Yeah,
it is. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean?
That's low-key poor planning. Like, fellas, if you out here doing 1-800-Flowers, you're low-key doing poor planning.
Yeah, I mean, but
they're gonna charge you $100.
They definitely gonna charge you for $100 for six stills. And do I get a vase with that motherfucker? Like, no, nigga.
Yeah, like,
and we might not deliver it until the 15th.
Yeah, I mean, I did. I ran back Venus. I ran back.
Venus is out of pocket though.
They're
like,
super
I
out of
want
pocket.
them shut down.
They're super out of pocket. You're gonna spend $400, and it is what it is. But I definitely went and checked out the little post that Dez put in there.
I was going so.
Not,
I didn't see no. It wasn't true. It wasn't in there. Like, because I wanted to peek up in there. Like, if they're in there, I'm grabbing the bouquet.
I said, I'm gonna go check this
at
out
Costco. They had some Never Dies at Costco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you put it in the chat.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nah, they wasn't there.
Boy, he said it wasn't official.
Yeah, it wasn't official.
Oh,
I was in there. The next day or the day of, I was in there. Like,
Maybe it was
because you can look get 3 or 4 of them for the price of
Maybe,
boxes
yeah.
that me and
For
you
one
spent.
Venus.
maybe,
You know what I mean? Like,
maybe it was this.
I can make my own bouquet.
Did you smell them?
Yeah, I did. They definitely sprayed them.
Yeah, for
you
sure,
know what I mean?
sure.
Also, too, I want to shout out, like, I'm not even certain who's behind it, but I've been seeing some dope florists here in Columbus. Monarch, I believe.
Yeah.
I see everybody is tapped into it, so I kind of want to stay away from it because everybody was doing it kind of like Mastros. Everybody ran up there this weekend.
Yeah.
And I heard a whole bunch of bad reviews. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to be in there in a couple of days, but it was a lot of bad reviews that came back, and they said the pricing was outrageous.
I did hear the pricing was outrageous.
Yeah, I heard that. Like they said, like the lobster mac is like $40. I'm like,
well, I heard that it was something. I forget what it was, but it don't have a price on it. It's like the market price at the time joint.
Tomahawks or some shit.
Nah, it wasn't a tomahawk. I want to say it was some type of seafood.
I'm about to say usually
seafood.
Usually seafood.
Yeah, it
a
was
lot
some
of
type of
seafood.
seafood.
The market.
I'm gonna have to hit her and ask her what it was. But yeah,
I had an incredible red snapper Friday night.
Oh yeah,
man.
We're at Hanks.
Yeah, Hanks. But yeah, shout out to Monarch. Again, I don't know who's behind that, but I
believe it's black owned.
I love the presentation. You know what I mean? As far as like the wrapping of the flowers, and then
No, I'm not familiar.
they got an Instagram. If you type in like Monarch, you'll probably be able to find it. You know, if y'all listening, you know, if anybody fuck with them, tell them to tap in with us. You know, they definitely getting a commercial right now. But yeah, shout out to them. You know, at some point in the future, I think I do want to tap in with them. Because that's the thing. When it comes to flowers, man, like, if you really look at it, like, Columbus is super limited. You know what I mean? Like, you got a couple local flower stores, you know what I mean? But, and they so far spread out, you know what I mean? Like, but Flower-Rama's on every side of town, you know what I mean? But Kinda.
They closed down a lot of shops.
Did they?
Yeah, during COVID, I believe. But yeah, I mean, for me, I always use the Costco cheat code. That's always my go-to.
Well, you know, Whole Foods got a cheat code too. You know, they had a couple dozens up in there for like $40, and they got a pretty nice selection. But that's the thing, you know what I mean? Everything is going to be stepped on when it comes to Valentine's.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, you're going to get B grades on a lot of shit. That's like when you go get the kicks and they send them to the outlet. You know what I mean? Like, the B grade, like, listen, for us niggas, like, shit, the B grades is fine. We'll take them. Yeah. But when you're giving something to a young lady, you know what I mean, you want your presentation to be A1. So that's the only thing that I wanted to really holler at the fellas about. Like, I think a lot of us still lack in the presentation. You know what I mean? And just even the importance or the significance of the day to the woman. You know what I mean? Whereas as guys, we looking at it, like, it ain't no big fucking deal. Like, my nigga Walt, he was posting mad stories of niggas saying fuck Valentine's Day. And I meant to holler at him, and it's crazy. I just seen Walt, and it slipped my mind. I didn't say nothing about it, but I had said something to, you know, the young lady that I'm involved with. I sent her the videos, and she didn't find it funny at all. You know what I mean? I kind of sent her with an LOL, the videos of the guys saying fuck Valentine's Day or how it ain't important. Because it was even Earn Your Leisure. All them niggas is like, nah, man, fuck that. Like, when you're on your grind, like, you put that date to the side because that date can be a setback. You know what I mean? And it's all them type of niggas that was online saying that. But it's not that I was even taking it serious, but I was just trying to let her know that like, everybody don't look at this date, you know, the way that women look at it. You know what I mean? Like, and some women don't even look at, don't hold it that high. You know what I mean? But again, to each his own. You know what I mean? Yeah. Also, you know, I want to recap. You know what I mean? That's it for Valentine's. Unless y'all got something else that y'all wanted to add to that. I wanted to get to the Super Bowl. You know, all that talk that went on online. The Kendrick Lamar performance. First off, congrats to the Philadelphia.
It feel like we talked about it, but you're right.
Yeah, we left right before the game started. You know what I mean? Philadelphia belts the ass. They beat the brakes off of Kansas City. I'm happy to see it. I think I might have been the only one here that picked Philly. You two gentlemen picked Kansas City.
I wanted to see the 3P. I'm not gonna lie.
I wouldn't have been mad to see it either. You know what I mean? I'm always on the side of history being made. But I am glad that Pat Mahomes didn't get one. And I think too, like that game kind of showed me that if Kansas City don't reshuffle, you know, what they got going, I think it might be. I don't see them getting back. Like, I don't see the dominance being like it was.
That game made it look like that to me.
Yeah.
As well. Like, I think
that was embarrassing.
It might be time for them to blow it up. And
it was like how y'all did us in '93, how Dallas did Buffalo. Like, where you like, it's just two different class of teams out here. Like, and I've never seen Kansas City. I mean, Tampa Bay did them bad with time, but Pat Mahomes also was kind of hurt. You know what I mean? They had a terrible offensive line.
If you think about it, it's a similar circumstances. Like, their offensive line was getting bullied.
Man,
them tackles was just on roller skates.
Not a single blitz either. Not one. Like Jesus.
That's how you beat Patrick Mahomes. You got to really like just
Yeah.
put a lot of heat on him, for lack of a better word. But yeah,
They looked old.
I was disappointed. I mean, I want Kelsey out of there.
Yeah, it's time for him to go.
It's time for him to go. But we got to protect. Like, has the offensive line for Kansas City been this bad all year?
It's spotty. At some points, like, they just ain't played a defensive line that good. You know what I mean? Like, because our defensive line ain't that good.
Defensive line look like that.
I haven't either. You're right. I haven't.
Like, we played him twice this year.
But what's name look like he might be the best interior defensive lineman in the league. Carter. Yeah. And they got another nigga that's right next to him that just be Debo and shit as well.
They're both from Georgia.
Right.
Yeah,
like it's not fair. You know what I mean? And they talking about they fuck around and finagle and get Myles Garrett somehow. They keep talking about either Philly or Detroit for him. Like, if he goes to either one of those teams, I might be done with football for a year. Like, it's just not fair. But, the game is the game, but everybody tuned in for that halftime show.
Absolutely.
Kendrick Lamar.
You're lying if you say you didn't.
Finally, it was the time. You know what I mean? Halftime showed up. They kind of fucked up his rollout a tad bit from jump.
You see, I called it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, they showed him getting ready, getting in position as the halftime analyst. The show is going on as they're breaking down, the halftime, the game. You can see Kendrick Lamar getting on top of the GNets, on live telecast. So that kind of took away from the surprise of that, you know what I mean? But where y'all want to start with it? The song selection, I guess, Dez, because I wasn't even hip to that with the leaked track list or the set list. And, for me, like, I'll go ahead and put that on record and say that it didn't have any bearing on me at all. Like, it didn't change anything. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, I saw Academics beating his chest something crazy. And we're going to discuss that as well, too, because, like, the Drake fan base, like, y'all just have to accept that you lost the battle. Like, all this other shit that y'all doing and trying to pull, we'll save that. We'll get to that. But let's get to the halftime show. What's y'all's thoughts? Like, did Kendrick, did he deliver? Was it lackluster? Like, for me, like I said, I thought it was a great halftime show. I wasn't mad at nothing that Kendrick did. You know what I mean? I saw some people, it was a couple of records that I would have liked to hear. But after falling down the rabbit hole and, seeing all the conspiracies, it makes sense why he didn't do a lot of those records. You know what I mean? They was like, no, this GNS project is his project, where he's getting 80-90% of everything going there. So that is why you didn't hear none of the classics records that he has, and the big time records that he has, because he did damn near 5 records off of the GNS, 4, and then he did a couple records that's not even on no projects, which is They Not Like Us and Euphoria. So what's y'all's thoughts? How did y'all receive the halftime show? What's the people around you saying? Like, what's y'all's thoughts?
A lot of mixed reviews. I've been seeing people saying that it was terrible, this was whack. I've been seeing people saying that this was one of the greatest halftime performances since Mike. Like, I don't know. Me personally, when it comes to shit like this, I like to try to come into the situation with no expectations.
Right. You're big on that too. It's a big thing for you.
Because it's like, I feel like when you don't come into things like with that have this much hype and stuff around it, I feel like it's easy to set yourself up for failure. You know what I mean? Because you're looking for one thing and you get another. I.e., like you said, with this performance, I was under the impression that we would hear more of his commercial like records. Right. But then also too, somebody brought to my attention that I forgot was, even though how many songs did he do when he came out with Drake? 2?
Say it one more time.
How many songs did he do when he came out when Dr. Dre did this? Super Bowl?
Oh, he did too. He did DNA right. And Humble.
He did We Gonna Be All Right?
Did he do We?
Be all
oh,
right.
he did do it. Yeah. So he did 3 maybe.
Cause I think he did do DNA, and
I thought he did DNA as well. I know he did the Humble because I know that little dance that they be doing.
So I'm like, but because I was looking for records like that, right? I'm thinking you definitely gonna hear All Right. I'm thinking you gonna hear I thought he might have did Loyalty just off the strength.
He didn't do a thing off of Damn, I don't think.
Nah, I don't think he did.
Nothing off of To Pimp a Butterfly.
The Samuel Jackson effect, I thought that was dope.
Super dope.
I was able to pick that up real quick. That was fly. That was a fly touch. Yeah, man. You know, listen. At the end of the day, I was there to just see one thing only. Is he gonna do They Not Like Us? And God damn it, he did it. And,
I want to like that. Yeah, I'm right. I love what he did with it.
Yeah. And you know, at the end where the game over came up, I thought that was hard. Like,
yeah,
damn,
TV off.
man, I thought that was hard.
Hey.
And it's just like even though it's not about to go away, niggas is still keeping it going. But I kind of I'm ready for it to be over with. Though
I think Kendrick's done with it. I think he is.
We know you're done with it.
I'm done with it, bro.
Yeah,
it's fucking up. It's fucking up. It's fucking up the atmosphere, bro. Like, it's over with. He got his dub. Can we get back to enjoying music, bro? Because now everything.
He's not keeping people from enjoying. It's the fan base.
I know. It's the fan base in the blogs or social media, whatever you want to call it. Right, everything is numbers now, bro. Like, it's getting ridiculous. Like, you can't enjoy anything.
They beating us up with the numbers of this.
This party
Drake
next door,
Cardi.
yeah, bro. It's just like, so that's my
hours.
thing. But salute to Kendrick, man. I thought this was a super great look. You know, I love how Kendrick was unapologetically black doing this, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like you a hater if you hated on the performance. That's my personal opinion.
He did all right, and no, he did. I think he said we're gonna be all right.
And be humble.
I don't think so.
Yeah, because that be humble, dun, when they popping up out them bitches. Shut up. Be humble. Wake up.
Be careful. Be careful. You know YouTube going.
Yeah. It's a live version, though. They might not pick that up if we talk over it.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Nah. Where you from? He good.
Yeah.
I was a good kid, man. City.
What's your
Man. So yeah, that's it, man. You know, shout out to Kendrick, bro.
So my thoughts are, I do think that the Super Bowl performance will be better in time. I believe that, and you reminded me of something, like, cause I didn't like the fact that he was so out of breath. And if you look at the Dr. Dre performance, what he actually was attempting to do was actually like super honorable.
Right.
But I was thrown off a little bit because I felt like it was just too much running around, and he just couldn't really focus on the performance, because if you know Kendrick, based on this performance that he did with Dr. Dre, Kendrick is an elite performer.
Right.
If you go back and listen to the Pop Out again, which I did after the Super Bowl, I'm talking about top tier performances.
Yeah.
But it's hard to be running 500 yards while you performing. Like, that's really crazy.
That's damn near what he did out there.
That's what he was doing.
He was going back and forth, even though they had it marked off where it was probably only about 60 yards in between.
Yeah.
He was still going back and forth with choreography. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and that's why I take my hat off to him, you know what I mean? Like, because this wasn't just like, it's a reason that you don't see rappers necessarily at the Super Bowl halftime, because it's about putting on a show. And most rappers don't put on shows. Kendrick actually went out there and put on a show, you know what I mean? And even like you said with the with what we was talking about in the chat with the breath, even after me going back and playing it back, you know, like, because I done played it probably about 6-7 times since the Super Bowl, and it's gotten better to me every time.
66 million views. 66
million? My God. And they already had broke the record for, like, the live. I think it was 133 million on the spot.
Dr. Dre had 332 as of now, but that was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
6 days, he got 66 million.
So he'll catch that in another month. But I would encourage people to go back and watch it again, and you can really see, like, this is like a master class that he put on in performing. You know what I mean? For him to have that type of choreography, for him to be on point with the lyrics and even switch up some of the lyrics to some of these records, like, because he didn't rap the actual lyrics to some of these records. Like, it was impromptu shit. Now, I'm sure he probably practiced it and wrote it like that and been practicing for months. But still, when you got a song that's so repetitive that you've been doing forever, and now these last couple of weeks you switch up the lyrics to it completely for a live performance. I think that was dope.
I don't think it was a masterclass in performance.
Okay, let's get to it.
I mean, I just have seen.
Given with what he's like, with it being with the football field playing, being the stage, and not just him being on the stage.
Yeah, him running around is crap. But I think that was a mistake, though. I think that him running across the field like that and tiring himself out was a mistake, so that he didn't focus on like his performance in his Dr. Dre Super Bowl is elite.
Right,
and that's that's my expectation.
But also, too, he had a smaller window.
Super small.
No, but I understand that. But even like I said, the pop up he performed for an hour and a half, and it was elite performing.
But it wasn't all that choreography.
Yeah,
all
like
that shit going on. It's a lot going on in the Super Bowl, and I feel like that moment. I hear what you're saying, and no bicker. Yeah, no bicker. But I feel like just from the outside looking in, like when niggas perform at the Super Bowl, I feel like you really can't understand it unless you in it. Because it's just like, when you watching from TV, you be seeing all this shit going on. Right. And like, thank God for technology now. We get to go back and rewatch this shit and get to see, because then you can get the focus on certain parts that you missed during the live performance. And I just feel like, Blaze, with that moment, I just feel like when Kendrick got in it, it was just, it's one of those things where he just got caught up in the moment. It was just like, it's so much going on. All eyes is going to be on you. So you just, because I agree with you too. It's just like all the running around. I think in retrospect, he would have toned a lot of that shit down. But I just feel like he just got so excited. Like, nigga, I'm at the Super Bowl. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, it's one thing to be featured as an act on somebody else's stage with Super Bowl. I'm headlining the fucking Super Bowl. I'm a kid from Compton, California, nigga. I would have never thought in my life I would be doing
it makes sense that he did TV Off Last, because he has a lyric in TV Off Last saying, walking through the city of LAX, welcome to New Orleans. Like,
with the etiquette of LA yelling mustard.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And shout out to Mustard popping out. And SZA.
Shout out to SZA.
First of all, SZA, I think SZA had the best performance.
She did.
God.
That was a good touch.
Because for a minute.
She sounded incredible. Was she lip singing or was... Because that sounded like the record.
Let's talk about it. I thought she was lip syncing until the Black Panther song. Then they let me know, like, oh, she's not lip syncing. She's out there killing it.
And that's my shit, too. That's my shit.
Yeah, that's my mom. She loved that record.
And what I'm super pissed about is I want a copy of the intro. Like it's the same one on the GNX promo. Like that song to me sounds
that he
so
opened up the
fire,
show,
bro.
Yeah. I love the energy on that. I love the energy of what he doing on that. Again, like I encourage people to go back and watch it multiple times. You know what I mean? Just so you can pick up on things that you missed out on. I thought it was dope having Serena Williams out there. You know, that's a moment. Like, I see people keep trying to, like, she out there crip walking and her sister got killed by a crip. Like,
man,
But
that's what I'm talking about. And this is what I'm saying. This is what I hate. It's so many think pieces about every fucking thing now, bro.
Nobody is out there saying that she's from Compton. Kendrick mentioned her in the song.
Right.
It makes sense that she's out there. I don't give a fuck about. I mean, not to be insensitive, but and it ties back to like what he did with, highlighting women. A black woman during Black History Month. You know what I mean? It was all kind of like things that I think Kendrick did, and I think the mission was accomplished of what he was trying to do. Like, it was a story that he was trying to tell, and I think he did a good job at telling the story.
I got questions for y'all. Like,
what up?
Like, what do y'all think about like Kendrick and his like fashion choices or all the jewelry? Like,
listen, the necklace is a fucking one. His fashion ain't for me. The bell bottoms kind of threw me for a loop. But I talk to Dez about that probably once a month. Like, I see it and I be wanting to jump into the big jeans. I see they back in style. Like, these jeans is crazy big. You know what I mean? That I see niggas on. Now, Kendrick had on bell bottoms, but the shit that I be talking to Dez about, like, that's the fashion is back in. As far as the oversized fashion, you got to be a certain size. Pause. You know what I mean? To get off a lot of this shit that these niggas like, these weird outfits. But he looked good. He looked good. Like, his lineup was crispy as fuck.
I didn't think his lineup.
The Beijing was immaculate. Whoever did his joint.
The PG Lane coat was hard.
You know
the
what I mean?
fucking A-chain was...
And that fitted hat that he had on with the little bedazzled feather, he had it on backwards, but like... And again, like, I like how Kendrick does certain shit to where you just Now you online researching. Why did he do that? Because he had on the Dion's. They was covered up, but I follow Nice Kicks, but they highlighted. He had on the, and I thought he had a deal with another company because he had been wearing, shoes crazy up into that for the promo, but he came out there with some Nikes on, some Dion's. You know what I mean? And again,
hey, I'm over here watching it. Right? As we talk about it, and like to watch it without the sound, it looks insane.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to. I know y'all probably thinking like this podcast has turned into the Kendrick Lamar podcast.
It's not.
And
I'm about to kick Drake's back in though.
You want to kick it back? He's back in.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see. But just watching it, like even the way that they set up the flag.
Yeah, with him in the middle of, and this, they said it was supposed to like. Now this is getting too deep into it. Maybe they said that was him standing in the middle of it, showing how the country is divided. You know what I mean? On top of that, Trump is up there in the box, and he's rapping to him with the flag. You got all these black people that's making up the flag itself, and that's what's super dope. It was so black. Everybody up there was black. You know what I mean? The choreography, the dancers, everybody, it was super, super black. And, the Super Bowl is a big corporate event with nothing but white motherfuckers in there. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, nah, I'm not conforming to, what y'all want.
And watching this silent is crazy. Like, after they got done at one point, they run. The flag part, they didn't run to the other side of the field. Yeah. And then they start doing the thing where they're following Kendrick, and he's kind of like ice skating or whatever. Yeah. It's kind of crazy.
And when he did Peekaboo, that was crazy. When they was up there, that's when they went to the X part of the joystick where the camera, and shout out to whoever did the fucking camera work over there. Like, between... They was running with him, and like the cameraman that he done had between the pop out and this show, the Super Bowl, that cameraman he cold. You know what I mean? The way that he captured them angles and the way that they play with the angles, you know what I mean? It's almost like the shit be damn near in 3D, the way they be moving around. Like I'm pretty sure it's probably some new type of technology that they playing with. But whoever his cameraman is super dope. You know what I mean? So again, I don't have any complaints of it.
TV Office special.
Super special.
TV Office.
Super
is one of
special.
my favorite songs, man. Like
and look how he shared this moment with Mustard. I thought that was dope. You know what I mean? To let Mustard come out there and get that. You know what I mean? I'm sure millions of white people was like, who's that other guy out there with him? You know what I mean? Like, and now you have to say that's DJ Mustard. And what that does, that translates to niggas going to go Google DJ Mustard. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that ran his numbers up as well. So I thought that was dope that he shared that feel with him like that.
Shout out to my spiritual advisor, my sister. She had the craziest of takes on the. She's a big Kendrick fan, big time Kendrick fan.
What was the take?
It was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I gotta call and tell her about it because she was like, he really was saying mustard instead of mustard because talking about how you MUSTER, and she went through a whole thing. And so I was in the comments like, I'm pretty sure, and it was like, nope, I know I'm right. I'm pretty sure he said mustard because he produced the song.
Well, let me ask y'all this, and y'all may look at me like, Reese, you didn't know that, but have y'all ever really broke down, I'm finna pass on this body, I'm John Stockton? Do y'all get what that was really about?
Explain it to me, Reese.
Well, you know who John Stockton's famous teammate was, right?
Yeah, Carmelo.
And y'all know what he's all in trouble for, right?
What's in trouble for?
Messing with the young girls.
Yeah.
So it was more so like him symbolizing that, calling Drake, another way to call him a pedophile.
Oh, okay.
Calling him Karl Malone. I'm finna pass on this body. I'm John Stockton. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you've been in the rabbit hole.
Hey,
He been in the rabbit hole.
He hit him motherfucking. He the PG Lane
porn. And Kendrick loves that people do this. Like that's a part of Kendrick's like special formula is that he'll
do some shit and let the fans run with it and let them.
He don't clear nothing up, and I like that. You know what I mean? Like, and he shouldn't like. It's all kind of ways that you can decipher what art is. You know what I mean, and how you receive it. You know what I mean, and I think that's dope that he was able to do that. Like, again, I seen the people like that's killing it, like you said, Dez, and then I seen people that's praising. I seen people that's kind of in the middle. I think as long as people's talking about it, that is what the goal was, is to have people talking. Now, I do think the NFL is probably going to hit home if they haven't already and said, all right, enough rap. Like, it's time to get back to some pop acts maybe, or, if you can't.
Who performed last year?
Rihanna.
Not last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was she last year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then before that, Dre and
They said that was 3 years ago.
yeah.
It was Rihanna last year?
Usher. I'm sorry, it was
Usher
Usher,
last year,
then
for
Rihanna.
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Usher, Rihanna, and then Dre and Snoop and all
Okay,
them.
that makes sense.
So I think, and I wouldn't be mad if the NFL switched it up.
I wouldn't either.
Because I don't want it to look like, because I'm pretty sure the whites is over there like, hold up, what the, enough's enough now. You know
There's
what I
a
mean?
lot of
Like,
videos floating around like that, like older white people watching it.
just
like,
sitting
what's
there.
happening?
I get secondhand embarrassment when shit like that pops up. Even though I don't know these people at all, like I be like you said, I seen so many of them videos pop up where the white people are sitting there looking like, huh? And it kind of embarrassed me a little bit, just because they don't understand and they don't get our culture. You know what I mean? But
It's been real black lately.
it's been super black. You know what I mean? So what would be y'all's thoughts on that? Do y'all think it might be time to do a slight transition, or should we still just keep going blackity black?
I don't know when, like,
Hove been, I think, the last 5 or 6 years.
Can we go back the last 5 years? We got Kendrick, Usher with special guests, Alicia Keys, Jermaine Dupri, her, Will I Am, Lil Jon Ludacris. Then we got Rihanna before that. Before then, Eminem and Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
And before that, The Weeknd.
Yeah.
And that's the last time that it's been like not so black was the weekend. The year before that, which is 2020, and that was Shakira, Jennifer Lopez, Bad Bunny, J Balvin. So that was a.
And Travis Scott came out on one, and I think he might have
Travis
came
Scott
out
was
with
2019
Justin Timberlake.
with Maroon 5. It was Maroon 5, Travis Scott, and Big Boy.
Yeah, I think we need to get back to that, mixing it up a little bit.
Get back to that.
Yeah, get back to that.
You ain't really feeling this with your boy getting.
What?
You're getting sucker punch right now.
Who?
Whatever.
Drake?
Yeah, Drake.
Nah, I didn't have a problem with the Kendrick performance, but I think after this, I'm with Reese. I think after this, they're either we're definitely going to get Coldplay or something, or
Coldplay was recently too.
You too. Blink 182. Somebody. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. Somebody.
But I like when the Super Bowl throw a mixture like multiple artists in there. I think it's dope when they do that.
Do y'all think? Let me ask y'all this.
Unless it's just a nigga like unless somebody have like the moment Kendrick had, I feel like it just made all the sense in the world. And I want to go out on a limb and say this. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all talking about. Lil Wayne would have stunk up
Yeah, you would
the
have
stadium, bro.
Yeah.
Period. I don't care what you're talking
I
about.
think that one performance a couple years ago really confused the black community because they thought that it's in LA, let's get Dr. Dre. It's like,
Right.
it's never been that.
Yeah. Never.
Yeah, like bro, am I tripping? Did y'all want to see Lil Wayne out there?
No, I don't want to see Lil Wayne on no stage. I've seen Lil Wayne enough to know that stage is too big. You know, that's not saying he don't have the records. It's just Lil Wayne himself. Yeah. The stage is too big. You know what I mean? And the way that the Super Bowl produces these halftime shows is grand.
Yeah, I see all these New Orleans artists and their feelings, bro. Listen.
They gave him Master P during the pregame. Master P came out. You know what I mean? He walked out on the field and everything. Salute, welcome to New Orleans and all that shit.
Nah, but Boosie felt like he should have been on that stage. Juvie felt like he should have been on that stage.
I boycott the NFL. If they give Boosie a call to do...
He's one of my favorite personalities in the industry.
Yeah.
And I still agree with you.
I was saying. So, now, I mean, it would have been hard if Boosie would have came out and didn't wipe me down like that. Like, get him out of here.
You know how the BET got the pre-show outside?
No, white folks fuck with the wipe me down.
No, they don't.
They do.
Dennis,
Yes,
get
they
out of
do.
here.
What wipe me down you talking about?
They fuck with wipe me down. They fuck with wipe me down.
Oh, my God. Hey, you can't do that because now Webby wants to come out. You know what I mean? Like, so... You can't. There's certain niggas you got to stay away from.
Webby could have been on Records on that show. That was tough.
Yeah, Webby's definitely slow. I'm convinced. I seen Webby. He's got a white lady that's a neighbor of his, and they got a whole bunch of videos online.
No, Reese, I want you to understand this. The dude went viral that always puts ER at the end of his words.
Yeah, I seen that.
He's the most sane one on the show.
Is he? I hate his guts.
You would hate Glocker. You would hate Glock 30. Glock 30 is major with the platform.
The dude that be doing the ER too, he be doing all them ugly ass dances too, barefoot everywhere.
He's one of the most normal people that's on the show.
I hate his guts.
His name is C Nova.
That's my nigga C Nova.
That's his name?
Yeah.
He said, I'm from San Bernardino.
He be on IG.
City here. I'm from San Bernardino.
Still in music, man. Let's get to it. I guess a highly anticipated album dropped. Party Next Door and Drake. Let me get the actual name. I'm ignoring that. Some sexy songs for you. Collaborative album with Party Next Door and Drake. Listen, it's Drake. He don't make bad music. Like, I don't know.
But niggas act like he do all of a sudden.
No, I think Kendrick exposed him so much to where it's like Drake is still he's living up to what Kendrick said about him. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
can we stop acting like this is a collab album?
But I was about to say it's definitely not a collab album. I heard Party on there maybe 4 times.
It is. There's like
5 solo songs on the
I think 3 or 4.
Yes, 5. I'm looking at them. Crying and Chanel, Small Town Fame, Brian Steele, or
Gimmie A Hug.
Gimmie A Hug.
Raining in Houston, which is my favorite.
Oh, yeah, 6.
That whole little run, that's
Lasers is not. That's
Nokia.
both of them. Nokia and that's inspired by Squabble Up. He heard what Kendrick did with Squabble Up. Like, let me throw a little retro sound and try to see if I can run with it. But let's break it down. Let's get into it. Some sexy songs for you. Again,
I got one song myself.
joint album. Are y'all big fans of Party? Like, cause I'm not even really that hip to him. Like, is this what his bag is? Like, cause I wasn't that impressed with his performance.
I mean, and I was just talking to somebody about it. That's the thing about Party. It's either you like him or you hate him. There's no in between with Party.
I don't hate him, but I guess, like I said,
I'm just saying, he
hasn't
a quite like he's not
really R&B to me. Like, he's like,
So what is it?
he's doing what Drake doing. I don't consider that R&B what Drake be doing. Like, you know what I mean? It's melodies, but it's not R&B. You know what I mean? Like, it's
Me singing though. He's just toxic.
Is that like? Do he have like? Is there anything that you could play me where you be like, "Nah, he's singing his ass off right here," or is it all just this?
Just like that.
Okay. Yeah, so I wasn't that impressed with Party. And again, like I said, I'm probably the last person to even ask about Party because I'm not really that hip to him.
Yeah, Party is like he's like what's my man's name?
Brent Fires and
he's
all
like
them.
Brent Fires.
And I hate him too.
Yeah, but he's actually trash though.
Yeah.
Like, I think Brent Fires is terrible. I don't think he can sing, and I hate that. Like, and a lot of people, especially like younger people, they love Brent Fires, and I'm just like, I don't understand it. But Party has some records. Like I said, Party got a really crazy record. One of the craziest R&B records I've ever heard, which was him talking crazy about Kehlani.
Party.
Yeah, when he talking about Kyrie and all that other stuff, like he was talking crazy. That's just what he do. It's kind of the Tory Brent Fires, Party lane. It's like super toxic. It's like the future of R&B.
Okay.
That's what he represents.
What's your thoughts on this album?
For me?
Did it? Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've probably heard 4 or 5 songs.
Yeah.
Obviously, I heard "Gimme a Hug."
Gimme A Hug is. We're going to talk about that.
And I heard a couple of songs but it was just Drake, and Drake was doing his thing. Like, Drake was doing what he normally do. Like, he gets into that bag, and he be talking that talk, and he knows how to. Drake knows how to turn moments that we've all felt in our lives into a song, and so that's just what he's good at.
Was this another misstep for Drake?
I don't think so.
Hear you say OV.
Top is Lobo, and I'm rocking with Dez.
Y'all feel like this is a misstep?
Slightly, I do.
What, timing?
Not even the timing, like, because I'm not mad at him, wanting to present some music to the world and try to get back in good graces. It's the way that he went about doing it, and even, the road that he's trying to be in, like, almost like a victim. Like, on the regular, like, fuck it, let's get into Gimme A Hug. Why is Drake acting like he got shot, like he got beat up, like, you talking about 21 is the only one that checked on me? Checked on you about what? Like, you lost a rap battle, nigga. That's it. Like, nobody in your family didn't die. You didn't get hurt. You lost a rap fucking battle. A battle that you kind of egged on that didn't have to go the direction that it went. And then for him to come out there and put them lyrics out there saying almost like fuck everybody and 21 the only one that came and checked on me, like, do y'all think niggas should have checked on him? Like, I mean, I get niggas like, you good, bro? You know what I mean?
I thought he got that from a lot of people.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But he doesn't like 21 went above and beyond, like sent this nigga an edible arrangement or some shit. Like what do you want? Like, what's y'all's thoughts on Gimmie A Hug? Like,
There's the floor is yours.
It's yours.
Because he ain't messing with what you talking about, right?
I know.
Nah, I mean, I'm just over. Like I told y'all, bro. I'm
You
over
over
the
the beef?
battle, bro. I'm over
But
it.
he's
bro.
still kind of speaking.
Of
on
course, because you know what it is.
it. Fuck rap beef. I mean,
Yeah, he was going crazy on Brian Steele. I like how
I wouldn't checked it out after you said it. I wouldn't.
I like what he was saying. I like how he was coming.
Raining in Houston though. Woo.
But man, I'm just over it, man. I mean, look, the reason why I feel I have two different feelings towards it. What I don't like is I'm with you. I feel like he needs to stop feeding into this shit. Like, he keeps it kind of going when you keep referencing and saying little shit. Like, let it.
Kendrick won't say nothing.
Yeah, just let it be what it's going to be. Because my thing is this, Drake, you did the same. Like, you did the same shit to Meek, bro. Not in the same vein. Like, you didn't call this nigga.
He was
pedophile,
stepping
nothing.
on Meek.
That's
though,
what I'm saying. You stepped on
Kendrick
Meek.
is showing this nigga grace. It's the fan bases that's
Right,
killing him.
and now like the fans is giving Drake the Meek treatment. Like now it's like you say Drake's name, it's like ugh.
Yeah,
And that's what I'm like,
It's
man,
bad.
come on, all right.
I get it. I'm sick of that as well.
That's my thing. Is it's like now it's like ugh, oh Drake, like motherfuckers act like they can't even spin Drake records no more. It's like, you know what I'm saying? And and that's why I'm like, yo, can we just let this shit be over with? Like, is it just me or? I mean, besides the East Coast, West Coast beef, which was a real fucking beef, it's like, I just feel like the fans are too invested.
Well,
bro.
there's what we got to look at it like, you know, we may not view it as this, but this was the biggest thing in hip hop history, Drake and Kendrick.
It is.
What took place.
It
like,
is.
So all the people that's commentating on it, you know what I mean, and all the people that feel like they're involved with it, like, because this is, again, whether we want to accept it or not, I don't know how y'all feel about it, but this is like the biggest moment in hip hop history.
I mean, no, absolutely. But I feel like, but when does the moment die?
That we don't know. We've never been here before.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I mean, to be all the way honest, like Pac and Biggie is still going on today. Like, it's still divided. You know what I mean?
So
Jay and Nas kind
You
of.
think so?
It's still people that is either you on this side or you on that side. It's still people that feel that way.
Yeah.
Jay and Nas was able to dead it because they came together and made peace.
But I don't think East Coast, West Coast still living like
Yeah,
that.
because I was a West Coaster through and through.
Because a lot of them niggas is either dead or just like just super old. Like,
I'm talking about fan bases. Though.
Fan
That's-
bases?
I'm not saying that like the coasters are still beefing and going at it with each other, but Kendrick kind of also ignited the West Coast again to where it's West Coast versus everybody.
Well, I think in the beef between him and Drake did play a big factor in that, but also too is like, let's be honest, I feel like the West musically, and I don't want to say they were down because you know they definitely doing their
They got
thing.
a local
Yeah,
sound.
they you know it was
It's a
super
regional
regional.
sound.
It's
Yeah, it's a
super
regional
regional, and Kendrick was able to highlight it and for it to get.
And that's what I've always loved about the West because it was so unique to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like nothing else.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah. But I mean, but all in all, when it comes to the album, I like the tape. You know,
I like it too. You
I
know what I mean?
like the tape. You know, is it groundbreaking music? No. Is this going to be the tape to turn the tides and get everybody back on the Drake bandwagon? Absolutely not.
So that's where I wanted to go. So that's why I asked the question, like, was it a misstep? Because do y'all feel like his first look back should have been, you know, nah, like I'm addressing some shit and because now only thing he's did is prolonged it. It's still niggas sitting around waiting like he gotta address it.
But no, but
Your stance is I'm tired of it. He done gave it another 6 months. We still waiting on him to.
But it's like, but address it for what though? That's my thing. Is it's like, no, it's damn if you do, damn if you don't. Because if he addresses it, then it's like, oh man, this nigga acting like he didn't start it. You know what I'm saying? So there's no win in it. So I feel like he need to just let it go.
Yeah, or stop addressing everybody else.
Exactly.
Like he didn't diss LeBron on a whole song.
Right.
Like you coming at Joe Button, like bro, like
Let's talk about that. The Joe Button. You brought that up. Like what? And Melissa, like I would say, you take a week off.
Well, I mean, but listen, I can
2
understand.
weeks.
I can understand Drake shooting at Joe because Joe definitely like he's been loving this whole time. He's been getting his little shots in on his pod.
He's definitely been getting his
and
shots.
he has a big platform. So you know Drake. Let's just be honest here. Drake was in his feelings during this whole thing because it seemed like any and everybody with a massive platform besides academics was teaming up against this nigga.
See, I think it's looked at like that from the losing standpoint or from the loser's end. Like, because if he won the battle and everybody was talking about it, like,
that's real.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm just saying from. I think that's how he's viewing it from his lens. This is my opinion. I don't agree with that statement, but I'm just saying that's how he's viewing it.
Drake might be kind of slow.
Why?
With all the missteps and the way that he's.
I want to say he's slow though. He's maybe a little. Sensitive.
I would say super emotional, bro.
Super sensitive.
Because he's never been in this situation. He's been the one, like you said, he stepped all over Meek. Mm-hmm. Stomped Meek out so bad, made Meek apologize, and then he came back and said, okay, and gave Meek probably one of his biggest records.
I think it's
going bad. You know what I mean?
I think it's bigger than that, Dez. I think what it is that Drake has been building insurance in the industry for years now.
Right.
And guess
And nobody he wasn't able to cash in on it.
He didn't cash in on one of them insurance policies.
Except 21 Savage.
Except 21 Savage, his most recent stimulus package. So I think that's what it is. Like, even with the media. Like, Drake's always been buddy with the media.
And he's been able to control the narrative. I think he got so pissed about this particular moment, he wasn't able to control the narrative like he usually is. And then he thought, all right, when he tried to go to the UMG, like, nigga, all right, I done made y'all niggas all this money, just stand in third. I need y'all to control the narrative for me. And they didn't control the narrative for me. Then he made it into something totally, you know what I mean? Then he made it into this whole, well, I'm a sue because y'all letting this nigga call me a pedophile type, you know what I mean? Which is a whole nother argument. I don't know, man. Look, at the end of the day, I'm going to be the first nigga to say he got his ass kicked when it comes to the battle. Right.
I think once he accepts that,
but he's never going to accept, and I think that's the problem. So
do y'all think Drake think
because
that he was done unfair or that he won the battle? Do y'all think Drake think that?
No. I think Drake feels like he was done unfair. I don't think he feel like he won.
I think he's running with that narrative because that's been put out there for him via the people. Mm-hmm. The same way that he tried to put that shit out there. Do y'all remember back when the battle first started and his camp was claiming that they fed Kendrick all this information? Yeah. So why is he so upset about it? Like, because he can't control. Because he tried to control the narrative. That's what I'm saying, Reese. He's been think about it. All his beats. He's either been such a big artist that what this little guy is saying, even if it's the truth, it's not going to matter because I'm Drake. Or he's been able to say, hey, y'all better not put this out. If y'all put this out, I ain't giving none of your artists a feature. I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. You know what I mean? He's been able to step on shit. Okay, so this is why, I know y'all said I was crazy or I was bugging, but this is why I said Drake might be slow. Because how do you not recognize who Kendrick is in the industry? Why is he treating... Kendrick is not Red Cafe. He's not like...
But I just feel like...
He's a Pulitzer Prize winner. He had 20 Grammys
But I think he felt like his... I feel like Drake felt like his star power and his cachet and just him being such...
The West
a pop star. Like, Drake is really a pop star for real.
But I think throughout this beef, what we've seen is the power that Dr. Dre has, right? Have we seen that, like, who Dr. Dre is in this game?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we seen
10 years ago.
Seen him and Lucci slap a high five, yeah.
But 10 years ago, we saw.
I don't like that you keep saying that.
It's the truth. I don't like it. It's the truth, nigga. We seen the nigga slap a high five.
But what I said all that to say is that we seen Dr. Dre and them crown Kendrick 10 years ago. Snoop, Dre, all these niggas on stage like, it's yours now.
The game felt the way about that.
It did.
It came to the light. It came to the light. Yeah, he shot himself in the foot. Yeah. The game is a bozo, man.
He was in prime position too, like to be
But
there.
even with this,
Because he ain't even looked at as a great on the West, and I think that's
think
crazy.
about it. But think about it, Reese. If he doesn't do the corny shit and try to jump on Drake's side, and Drake didn't even embrace it. Look, you try to jump on Drake's side, right? Now they got your ass X'd off in the pop out because we all know damn well we would have loved to see the game coming out the pop out.
One blood would have raised the roof off of the forum in there.
Reese, game at the pop out. Listen, do you know how crazy the pop out would have went? First of all, the pop out went crazy. Let's not forget.
Nuts, but with game there,
it's one of those moments. The pop out and Locks vs. Dipset are two moments I keep going back and watching, bro.
Forever.
And it's like I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm there every time I watch it.
Pop out was so crazy.
Too crazy. Can you imagine Game doing one blood on that stage?
The pop out.
I would have threw the B up.
Hey, I would
have threw the B up. I would have threw the B up. I would have put out a red rag, a fucking Cincinnati Reds hat, and I would have threw the biggest B up.
I would have went to the short north like, what's good, buzzing?
I would have got bumped on the neck.
Real talk.
Like, bro, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. And but the game is such a bozo. He shot himself in the foot, and neither party fuck with him.
Neither party.
Drake was supposed to put his arm around the game like this, bro. For real. And
the way he shot it out, YG and Chris Brown, that was supposed to be game.
And you see YG? YG said,
That's another misstep.
None of you nerd niggas don't
he came to the pop out and him like right. Yeah. Didn't him and Mustard come out together? Yeah.
Mustard brought out him.
Cause you know they were beefing. You know him. You know Mustard and YG was beef for a minute.
Kendrick brought the coast back together.
He had niggas that have real life. Fuck the rap shit. He brought niggas on the stage that got real life street beef, like niggas that done killed each other behind these colors all on one stage.
Kendrick told Drake, "I like you better with the melodies." He also told Drake, "Is it the braids too tight?" And what did Drake go do? He cut the braids off and he put out an R&B album. Like
he said, he said he be doing shit with Sexy Red because he want to pop ass when they do it. And then his first, remember that was his first look back.
Oh
man,
Drake break me slow, man. I'm telling you.
Stop, bro. Damn, man. That's why he got to just leave this shit alone. I swear, the moment he leave this shit alone, everybody else will leave it alone. Yeah. But he's just such a sore loser. That's what it is. That's what I hate. That's what I hate. And that's what I hate about the fan bases. Drake and the Drake fan base, because y'all say I'm OVO, but I'm really not. I just hate that niggas act like Drake is just he's his ass now.
I will shoot him some bail. And I think,
but they sore losers, bro. I hate it.
Sore losers, but also too, he took this L on the biggest of stages in the history of hip hop, and I can't even imagine what that feels like. Like Beanie Siegel, Jadakiss didn't have to, you know. What I mean?
But they weren't stars like these.
That's what I'm saying. Like Drake has got shot off of the.
I'm gonna be honest. In retrospect, I think Drake regrets even going at this thing at all.
He regrets recording Taylor Made. That was Drake's biggest mistake, is recording Taylor Made.
Nah,
I think that's what
his biggest mistake was even engaging in about. Drake should have just kept the fuck away, bro.
I think Kendrick would have kept it on some friendly. I rap better than
but it didn't do anything for it. Did like this was bad for business.
It hurt.
Bro.
That's all it did. Yeah.
The brand took a major hit with this, bro. Yeah. Drake as an artist and OVO, like, this was terrible, bro. Like this is terrible, and now it's gonna take years to repair this, bro.
Yeah.
Years. If so, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna go out on a limb and go ahead and say it. I don't think Drake will ever be Drake again.
Oh yeah, he's done. I told you that. Yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, Blaze. And you know what's hurting my heart to say it, but I'm just like, just looking at how everything, like
his mental makeup won't allow him to get back to that.
Bro, Blaze, I didn't think this was gonna go this long, bro.
Yeah, and this is before we seen any of that. Like, we didn't know the Super Bowl was coming. We didn't know that they not like us.
Yeah, bro. Like, this nigga did a clean sweep at the Grammys. Yeah. Went crazy at the like. I don't think the Drake Stimmy is the Drake Stimmy anymore, bro. It's gone. It's gone, bro.
Who needs it? Like, who?
At this
even
point,
no bubbling song.
Nobody wants it.
You said Thug do, yeah, and I'm sick of Thug. I seen his tweets out there talking about what he
said. The boys back or something.
The boys back. You know, I did see that Drake and Party had the number one. I think the fastest charting album in 7 hours. Some weird ass stat that they put out.
I'm tired of all these numbers. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of the numbers.
Like, get
bro.
the Apple
I'm
charts
tired
up out of here. Like, I don't never want to hear. I've never cared about the numbers ever since the music has went to streaming because I don't even get the numbers. I don't understand the numbers. I don't know how to equate them or none of that.
It's nobody knows it. The artists don't even know it.
I saw you had threw something in the chat.
That's why it needs to be disgruntled all the time.
GNX was back at number one again.
Yeah, that's what it was saying.
Overall number one or number one rap album?
I'm not sure, but they was also saying that Luther was about to replace Not Like Us on the top of the Billboard charts.
Oh, that's it. That him and SZA.
But it didn't.
And I really don't like that record. To be honest.
But Luther is number 3.
Is it?
And then TV Off is number 10. It's the Billboard 100.
So he got 3 in the Billboard 100 right now?
Yep. Not Like Us is 15.
It's still in the top 20?
And this, I'm talking about this is the Billboard 100.
Yeah. And the record came out in fucking May.
Gee, he's on these with the number 1 record is Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars. But yeah, there's no other rapper here. Weeknd's on here, number 7.
Salute to Kendrick, man. Hell of a run. Master class on how to break a nigga down. Pause if needed. And salute to Drake.
Squabble Up is number 20.
Who?
Squabble Up.
So he got 4 records in the top 20. So half of his GNS project is in the
30 for 30 is number 22.
30 for 30, is that the freestyle?
That's the SZA and Kendrick.
Oh, that's on her Deluxe album.
Yep, it's number 22.
I'm like, stop! Enough's enough, Kendrick. Stop! You got it ain't even fair no more. Again, I almost be feeling the need to put out there that I'm still a Drake fan. You know what I mean? But I also can, on the other hand, admit that he lost a battle. You know what I mean? That's all it ever was for me. You know what I mean? I see everybody getting all deep into, niggas crossed the line with the pedophile. Like, look, if I'm fighting you and if we in a real fight.
I hate that excuse.
Yeah.
Because nobody believes that Drake's actually a pedophile.
Yeah,
like, literally nobody. Peekaboo's on Radio 1.
Peekaboo's on there too? Yeah. Every record that he did is a Super Bowl.
Hey Now's 91.
Jesus, man. Hey, he got local niggas on them records. Imagine that. You on the Billboard 100 and you just from the hood back in LA. You know what I mean? Like,
Desiree, move on to the next topic.
I'm not, bro. I'm not. I mean, listen, salute to Kendrick, bro. Like, Kendrick, he, I feel like this is a moment that a lot of rappers dream of. And for him to step up to the plate, go crazy, and then be able to really capitalize off the situation. I do think it's whack that and that's what I'm saying, like, you know what it is? I feel like it's the fans. It's the fans on both ends that's making this shit just super whack to me, because I hate the whole narrative where people like, Kendrick did a pop out and ain't none of these niggas benefited off of that. And
no, they
you know what I'm saying?
Blazers right there on the Billboard 100 right now.
All right, niggas trying to hate on GNX. GNX is a tough project.
I liked it.
The only song I'm cool on is Reincarnated, and that's because it's like I like story tracks, but it's like once you hear a story track, it's like it's kind of hard to go back. Yeah, you know what I mean.
It's dope. Whenever I do hear it.
like when Meek used to do the Tony joints, it's like you heard the Tony joint one. You're not
fire record.
You're not going back, but you don't really want to go back and listen to it.
Perfect. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
I definitely go back and listen. I love records like that. I really love records like that. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, I like them, but it's like I don't really be like in the mood to go listen to them again.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, and this is the power of marketing, and this is why the Super Bowl is so important. It did make me go back and listen to GNX, and it's like
it sounds so good.
How can you deny it? Peekaboo, hey, Peekaboo, my shit, bro.
I hated Peekaboo when that first dropped, and now after seeing them on the Super Bowl do it, it's like, oh, I get it.
Them niggas be going on
because I hated
hey.
Hey,
that's my shit. That's my shit. That's my favorite part.
And I hated how he was kind of offbeat with it. He had a couple records on there that was like that, where I couldn't catch the beat myself trying to recite it. Like I couldn't even catch the beat. Like
TV off, you already know what TV off.
To me, it's the best song on GNS.
Hopefully we can put this to bed and we don't speak about Drake and Kendrick, for a few weeks at least. I got a feeling that that's not going to be the case.
Yeah, it's not.
every week something comes up.
It's gonna be Drake.
Hey now,
It's all about it.
yeah, hey now.
It's Drake,
Oh,
right?
shit.
Drake's the problem.
He's slow. Drake's a little slow. Also in the industry, I did see that the Jay-Z and Puffy case was thrown out. The one where they said that they sexually assaulted a 13-year-old girl. Jay came out with a heavy statement, getting at the Tony Busby dude, which I think he should. I think, you know what I mean, and again, this is not me trying to cape or anything for Puff. I think that might have been a misstep on the prosecutor's end to even allow this case to come into play, because now it makes you like, hold up, you know, with that type of lie that caught all this traction, now it's a possibility that this other shit, because he's not on trial for what he did to Cassie,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, and I know that sounds terrible,
But
you know
it's
what I mean?
it's the truth in the details.
Yeah.
And if you notice, Reese, like,
and did he just sue
a lot of that
$100
shit,
million?
a lot of the Diddy slander has slowed down a lot.
And that's what I'm saying. He got a lawsuit out there now where he's suing like the people with these documentaries. He put
And rightfully so,
counter suit
bro.
for $100
Rightfully
million.
so. Rightfully so.
Some of them documentaries, though, I did think that it was kind of whack.
And it's not it's fucking him up. He hasn't even went to court yet.
I can't believe his team allowed it to get out. Like, it must be some type of law, like within media, that allows you to do that. Because it made no sense to me that this was able to see the light of day.
This nigga still has to go
Let
to court.
me have my day in court first, and then do whatever the fuck you want.
It was certain things with the HBO thing that I didn't like. Like trying to bring up where he was in college and he threw a
party
party.
shit,
Like,
yeah.
I didn't understand. Like some people died because they were stampeding at his party, and they put that as a part of the documentary, as if Puff was doing this on purpose.
Right.
I didn't like
And that
it.
has nothing to do with sexual assault. You know what I mean? Which is what he's on trial for. But, you know, I think with the Jay-Z angle, you know what I mean? Like I said, I would imagine that that's probably given a little hope to Puff in his case. And
very little.
We have to just sit back and see. You know what I mean? I know Puff's case is still some months out. You know what I mean? It's crazy that I think Puff been locked up now like 7-8 months. You know what I mean?
It's crazy how time be flying by like that. To us,
Yeah.
obviously, he probably does not feel the same way.
7-8 months, no bail, no nothing yet. Still, you know what I mean? Like, and trial's not starting until June. Like, that's wild. You know what I mean? Especially for a person, you know, of his status. You know, so we'll see. You know what I mean? Also, another thing that I wanted to speak on was that it? And hopefully this is the last time we talk about him for a minute on here. But did y'all see where Trump banned transgenders from the military? And I wanted to know what y'all's thoughts were on that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so I guess another executive order he just signed into policy a couple days ago. Also with Elon Musk, like, you know, we can get into this real quick. You know, it came out, I wasn't aware of this, but Elon Musk just fathered his 13th kid, they said, by his 5th baby mom. You know what I mean? Like, and this is the guy that's over, you know, he has a high-ranking position in the cabinet. Also, he's, you know, got a lot of shit to do with what's going on with the economy and the financial systems or whatnot. But what's y'all's thoughts on Trump banning transgenders in the military? Because I know, again, that's his campaign was ran big on, you know, pretty much putting fear into people, saying, you know, transgenders was all in sports and everything like that. So it's like, you don't want them competing on the sports, but now they also can't go fight for the country. You know what I mean? Like, so, and if it's too much, you know what I mean, we can move on. If y'all don't want to speak on it, cool. You know what I mean?
I don't know if I got a real life take on that. Like, I don't know.
I was trying to find words myself to see, like, well, where do I stand on there? How do I feel? It's almost like, for me, it's like, is he banning them because, like, because women are allowed, women and men alone is allowed in the military. Yeah. So to ban the transgenders, like, are you banning them because of the way that they dress? Because that's, you know, it's gay people in the military, you know, but they're not identifying as the opposite sex. You know what I mean? So it's like, What's he doing? Like,
I feel like Trump just be doing shit just to do it, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like he just like to just cause pandemonium to just keep his name in the headlines, you know. Like Blaze said a minute ago, he's one of those people that believes in, you know, all press is good press. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, hey man, look, we got 4 years.
listen, man, the LB,
Buckle up.
What is it? The LBGTQ? Did I say it right?
Yeah, I think they added some extra shit to it. Too.
Yeah. LBC
Plus.
21 Street. Shout out to the groupie love. Shout out to them.
Tread lightly.
See, careful.
Goldie Low.
The views.
Trey D. I'm speaking on those guys. Yeah, to that community, man. Like I know this is probably just a time of confusion. You know what I mean? Like, cause this the way that this president is treating, you know, that community, it's almost acting like they're not human. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I think that's fucked up. You know what I mean? To each his own. You know, I'm a big believer on, you know, allowing somebody to be that's the beauty of America, I thought, was, you know, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, all of that shit, you know, and then for somebody to come around and say, well, nah, what you doing, you know, we ain't fucking with that. It's cool for somebody not to fuck with it, but to vocalize it and to use it as a weapon, you know, or to weaponize it and have your whole base hating a group of people, I think that shit is just so whack, you know what I mean? And I can only imagine, you know, with how the laws are being, you know, pulled back and, you know, all kind of different shit just happened. And like I said, we only fucking 35 days into his term. I would imagine that they're just right now just in a state of shock and just confusion, like, what's next? You know what I mean? Like, so if I can do anything, you know, if I can offer any type of support, you know, I want to do that, you know, because, yeah, I just think it's fucked up to try to put down, you know, a certain group of people, you know what I mean, just off of them living their truth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like,
yeah, I mean, I agree with you on that. I mean, I never really understand the reasoning of trying to infringe on somebody's personal choices.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. Like, you know, like what we always say, do what you do, just don't step on my shoe.
Yeah.
Like, it is what it is. Like, if you want to do whatever, as long as you ain't like breaking no laws, to me, like, I don't care what you're doing. Like, I don't have a personal investment into what you got going on. So I never understood that, but that's more of a Republican thing.
And I hate how they frame it, because they, like you said, they use the fear tactic of they always try to incorporate what it could mean to the kids. You know, like your kid is gonna have a nightmare if they seen you know, a trans person in front of them, or a man in a skirt, or a woman. Like, because that's the thing. Like, it's really geared towards men that want to trans to women. Like, because we don't bat an eye at studs, do we? Like, niggas. Listen, let's have a little fun with it if we can.
Yeah, sure.
Do we trip on studs? Do studs get like? And this correct me if I'm wrong, because I know I said a lot of.
I think that you're cool.
The studs cool. I'm clean on that.
I think you
I
cool.
believe so.
I believe so.
You're cool. And there's a new term that's called STEM. That's another thing too.
I'm scared to say that. I don't even know if I want to say that.
It's like so.
Put the camera on you.
Yeah, throw me up under the bus. Go ahead.
Get the camera on.
Hey, Dan, he was quick too.
He was giving that explanation. Like, let's change that view.
Nah, it's like a So you know, I've been watching the Drewski thing on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so he's always into, like, you know, promoting.
And what did you say it's called? STEM?
It's called. I think that's what they call it.
So I know STEM, like science and like STEM.
I don't know. I just heard about this when I was watching the reunion show, which is the thing that went viral with the dude Nova punching the dude.
Yeah.
One of the winners, she called herself not a stud, a STEM, which is like kind of a gender fluid thing. Like, sometimes she can dress girly, sometimes she can dress like a dude or whatever. She don't really have a thing. So I guess that's what it is. Take the camera off me.
Gotcha. What's your thoughts on?
Turn the TV off.
Yeah. Would y'all take a stud down?
Nah.
I seen a couple. It's an Instagram page. I done seen a couple. Like, you still got
I haven't seen this
you
Instagram
still
page.
got what I like.
I didn't see the Instagram page, but I definitely seen. You know how dudes be making them reels where like they'll show a stud and they be like, "Hey,
And that's
hey." I'm not gonna hold you. One popped up. That motherfucker was so fat.
I think it's almost like a thing now on social media where they putting like, because even on this new love show that Drewski got, it's like, like bro, you dressing up some of these.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
you know, but I don't know.
Yeah, I done seen a couple that I'm highly impressed with.
Not highly impressed.
Intrigued like that. Very intrigued. But that's crazy though. Like when you really like sit down and think about it, like I ain't gonna say society as a whole, but for the most part, I don't hear that much conversation about it. The way that the country gets into uproar about trans people versus women, that's studs. You know what I mean? Like, cause
I do think there's a difference in what the people are saying though. Like I agree with you. I'm saying I agree with you because I feel like there are some transgender. I don't know how to characterize it, but they were people that were women and now they identify as a man.
Yeah.
And they get a big uproar over that, but not too much at the studs, and that's it's very interesting.
And I hate that I done got to a fake woke spot in my life, you know what I mean, to where sometimes random thoughts come across my mind and I just get to like, hey, you know what, like, let me look at I don't really see too many people going crazy about this, and why is that? You know what I mean? Not that I want them to.
Because I'm pretty sure like a stud would say they identify as
a man.
Yeah,
you know
sure.
what I mean? Like, so, and if that's the case, then what would be the difference? You know what I mean? Like,
but there is a clear difference though.
I think.
No, I'm not talking about like to us. I'm talking about to society.
Oh yeah, to society, yeah, for sure. But I think that also goes to like this is a deeper conversation to whereas, it's okay for women to experiment and be fake gay and all that shit, but if a guy do it, you know what I mean? I was watching Insecure, and when Molly found out about old dude,
I remember that episode.
it was a deal breaker. You know what I mean? But women go fuck with girls all they want. They can hop back and forth between both beds, and we look at it like, cool. I don't know, man. Judgy, like I almost was about to say something, but I'm like, I ain't trying to get us canceled. So I'll move on from that. But just some shit that I seen out there. NBA, y'all don't have much longer, man. Like the NBA is about done.
I couldn't agree with you more, my brother.
I seen Jello perform Tweaker last night at the All-Star festivities on the main stage. I don't know who at TNT didn't get it over to Jello, but they had to cut his mic off because he was out there doing the dirty version, cussing and everything. They're like,
I don't think TNT cared because I heard Shaq the other day say they fired us anyway. F it on air.
And see, Shaq, he just re-signed. He just re-upped because he was the last one that hadn't signed yet because they're the Inside the NBA is going to ESPN next year.
Oh, okay. So they
official. They all going to be over there. The whole cast.
Chuck going?
Chuck is going as well.
So at first he was talking about he wasn't going to go.
No, Chuck is going. Okay. They said Shaq was the last one. At least that's what I heard. I could be wrong. But yeah, I seen Jello last night, man. I love the outfit, the leather fit. By the way, I did cop me some leather pants there. So
I feel like you've had leather pants for quite some time.
I had some leather shorts, you know what I mean? I've still been looking for the perfect leather top. Like, I want to put the whole fit together.
Okay.
But
New year, new Reese.
I seen Jello with the leather on last night. I love the leather fit.
Yeah, don't blame it on Jello.
The record was trash, though.
You've been on this journey for quite some time. Don't blame this on Jello. I don't like that you just try to do that.
You're right. He's really trying to expand this 15 minutes. Like,
so
it is
the remix was ass.
So
hey, have y'all ever seen one? Now,
I never actually heard
came and fucking went
because Wayne's verse was ass.
It wasn't even that bad to me. It just sounded like 2010.
It was.
I thought Wayne was fitting the theme of the record, though. The record sound, but you know what they did last night? Did y'all see it?
Mm-mm.
If you get a chance, pull up the performance. I know the DJs is going to lose their mind with the mashups with it. They had the tweaker going. They dropped the beat out. Number one stunner beat came on while it was going. Have you heard that mashup?
No,
already?
I haven't, but it makes sense.
It sounded crazy.
Okay,
What's up? What you got?
never mind.
Oh no, that's on the docket. Don't you fret. Don't you fucking listen. I told you.
There's not even say nothing.
I know where you were going with that. Listen, I might do it indirect. I might throw a little subliminal.
Okay.
We're addressing that.
Okay. One
Please
of the worst things I've
believe.
ever heard. It's one of the worst things I've ever heard.
I want the
Are we
fade.
talking about the same thing?
If I see him today, he's running me the fade. Dez, Jamaican me crazy is running me the fade. All-Star Weekend, it concludes tonight. We get the game.
Only out of respect is why we're not saying your name.
That's it. That's it. But I'm pretty sure somebody will clip this up because they know exactly who we talking about. And you're not a real friend if you haven't told him yet. I'm not his friend. So I can't go tell him because it'll come off as hate if I told him. But I seen niggas in the comments with the fire emojis and all that shit.
No, you didn't.
And I want all they phase as well. Because y'all know there was nothing fire about that.
Very talented. Big misstep. Moving on.
Niggas is yardmans now, Dez. Like, what's up, Dez? Talk to me. Don't cover up on me, Dez. Like, what's up?
Man,
what the fuck is going on? Pondy River. Like, what niggas? I let you slide with the singing shit, but then the accent came in, and you started Jamaican.
I'm upset.
Oh my god!
You niggas is fake. You niggas, boy. Ain't no way. Thank God I ain't got friends like that. Thank God.
You know, you couldn't make it out of this. Like, you wouldn't make. Listen, Reese, we would have been in the chat baptizing you, bro. Like,
Hey,
with bicker.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Tiny Desk ain't calling you. Listen. Oh my God. I'm sorry. Look. I'm sorry. It's Reese. I'm the hater. Listen, I'm the hater. I'm fine with that. I am perfectly fine with that. Oh my, hey. We can wrap it up. Like, if y'all ain't got nothing to say.
I'm gonna carry with these tears in my eyes.
Y'all ain't got nothing to say. We can move on. Like, that shit burnt. I was fuming looking at that, bro. Like, Trav.
No.
Trav.
No.
I seen you in them lights. You're my brother.
Put me on camera, please.
Dez, anything. You got anything?
Oh,
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, man.
no comment, man. No comment.
Only thing that I can promise is that we won't clip this up and make it a clip, but it will live forever in the archives. I was just on here last week saying I support niggas chasing and pursuing their dreams, and I do.
Cause we want to.
But what's the word? When they appropriate? Is that the word?
Culturally appropriating something?
Yeah, like.
Stopped up his little boat and I'm rocking with jazz on there all the time. You heard what I said.
CEO Reese
Come on, man.
is the flyest.
Come on, man.
All the time, you heard what I said, yeah.
Oh man.
Hey, listen. I know the narrative's gonna be like the niggas hating, and yes, I didn't like nothing about it.
I don't agree with that.
You don't agree with, but I just know how people take constructive criticism, because that's really all that I'm doing right here with this is like I'm just saying like for me, that wasn't it at all. You know what I mean? Like and I think you super talented. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you got to take that route. But hey, you know what I mean? We all soul searching. You know, we all trying to find our lane, our own niche. You know what I mean? Like, and salute. You know, but for me, oh boy, it's a no for me, dog. It's a no for me. Like, I can't do nothing with it, man. Like the Jamaican shit just when my nigga went full Snoop Lion on me, like it just. I didn't know what to do. Like I'm like, hold up.
You want to be on video, Dez? You got it.
My nigga went Bob Marley. I'm like, hold up. You know. Oh my God. Bounty Killer, like Vibes Cartel, like my nigga Vibes just came home. Like he like Shabba Ranks, man. Patra. Bounty Killer, Spraga Benz. You let the culture down, bro.
Nigga said Snoop Lion. Oh man, stop, man.
We can't really get into it like we really should. I'm gonna just let it go.
Oh man, my head hurt, bro.
Yeah, we can move on, man. I'm sorry that like there was no way that I was gonna get on this microphone.
I didn't even say that. He knew immediately what I was talking about.
Oh yeah. I've went back and looked at it at least 15 times since it appeared in our group chat. I'm not gonna say who put it in there. I'm not gonna say that.
Well, it's clear who put it in there.
I'm not gonna say who did it.
Yo.
I'm not gonna say who did it. But I'm like, hold up. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. Maybe I'm not.
No, it was confusing. It was confusing to say
Yeah,
the
like
least.
salute, man. Like,
Some
salute.
of my favorite songs from the scene. This came from this gentleman, so you know what I mean. Like salute. You know, sometimes listen, as musicians, sometimes we take risk. This one was miscalculated.
Yeah.
You know, with all due respect.
Des, well, the floor is yours if you want to close this topic out.
I had nothing to say. No comment.
Nothing.
One more time. Can I get that drop one more time?
What's up, it's Lil Bo, and I'm rocking with Dez on Nez all the time, you heard what? Yo, what's up, it's Lil Bo, and I'm rocking with Dez on Nez all the time, you heard what I
CEO
said.
Reese is the flyest.
Oh man.
Is the flyest like that? That's the thing that bothers me. Is the flyest.
All-Star game tonight. I'm not all the way clear on what the format is. I'm interested in seeing it. You know what I mean? I know it's 4 teams broken up.
The winner of the Rising Star Challenge played one of the teams tonight.
Right.
So
I'm not even certain what time the festivities start. They said it's 4 games and they're going to 40. I was like, is it 3-on-3? They're like, no, it's 5-on-5, full court. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Draymond was mad. He said that
Why won't they just give us what we want? Like, the foreigners versus the Americans. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, USA versus the world.
USA versus the world. You know what I mean? Give us that. You know, like.
That would be hard.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the world is lit. They got a lot of superstars over there.
SGA, Giannis, and Joker. That's enough. But it's a lot more than that. You know what I mean? But that 3 and Luka. You know what I mean? Like Wemby. Yeah, there it is. But you know, our dogs is kind of old. You know what I mean? Like, and I saw that too. Did y'all see the Jason Tatum interview? Mm-hmm. It was like, what are you looking most forward to? He was like,
going against the old heads.
Going against the old heads, and it was like James Harden, Bron, KD, and Curry.
They are the old heads now.
They are the old heads. And salute to KD, 8th player in NBA history to reach 30,000 points. I didn't realize that list was that small. We got to put a lot more respect on Karl Malone's name, even Dirk Nowitzki, because he's a part of the 30,000 club. But yeah, KD finally hit the 30,000. That just shows how injuries really done fucked him up. Because this is what, year 17 for KD?
Mm-hmm.
And for him just now to be getting to it, it seemed like he kind of far behind on schedule, huh?
Well, he got a lot of injuries too.
That's what I'm saying. Injuries fucked him up. And then this also, Terry, if you're listening this far into the show,
Yes.
stop,
Hey, Terry.
stop playing with Mike. All these niggas that got 30,000 points, it done took these niggas 15, 16 plus years. Mike did this shit in 11. Stop playing with Mike.
He took a couple summers off.
You know what I mean? Prime Mike took some summers off. That's all I got today, fellas. Again, I'm sorry I fucked up the end of the show. It just wasn't sitting right with my spirit.
What do you mean?
I just didn't. I didn't understand it.
What made you think? I'm with you. But I'm saying, what makes you think you messed up the show because of that?
Because I know how this segment is going to be taken.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? I know a group of people, no matter, how much they know us, it's still going to be taken as hate. And I'm glad y'all didn't say much on it. You know what I mean? I'm fine with taking that.
Say a lot.
Yeah, I mean, but, I think they're going to take mines more. So, like, listen to this nigga.
Because you're funny. That's why.
It is what it is.
Yo, what's up? It's Lobo, and I rock with Dez Arnaz all the time.
Because he just sitting over there covering up his face. I don't know what's going on. My brother let me get jumped out. He didn't say nothing.
Stupid, bro. Why is this nigga so dumb, man? Hey, the drops is hilarious. We gotta get more drops.
Yeah, we definitely need more drops. I love having it.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna load it up. We're gonna have the applause and all that
we
shit.
need more drops. If you wanna create a drop and send it to us.
Send us some shit.
Hit us up, man. Like y'all know we are a super interactive show, man. Like we feed up y'all's energy, man. So y'all got any topics? Y'all got anything for us to discuss? Honestly, I feel like we might have to start making that like a segment, like.
Keep talking. Keep going.
We might have to start making that a segment because, like, last week was classic. Last week was classic with Ross Fit. And
listen, we are Midwest based, but we are Columbus, Ohio based.
Yeah.
And sometimes we just gotta speak on Columbus, Ohio things.
Y'all keep going.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I didn't know what was going on.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah, but man. Listen, we hope that the people love it. I want more interaction from the people too.
yeah, man. Y'all know we rock with y'all heavy.
We took some time off, but we definitely back rolling. My brother drove over here through a snowstorm.
Yeah.
To make sure we can bring this content to y'all. So for sure, we always want to hear from y'all. If we gotta do a playlist, we'll do a playlist.
Yeah, you know what I meant to hit y'all in the group chat when Irv Gotti passed. I thought it would have been dope if we would have made like a little. All three of us pick like 4 records that we love from Irv.
Y'all want to do a Irv
tribute
playlist?
So, yeah, like Irv.
We can
Yeah.
put out, get some interaction on the.
Yeah. What's the parameters? Do it have to be like a record that he produced, or can it be like
just something that he involved with, whether it be production under his label?
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
Perfect.
We ain't got to
Perfect. I like
complicate it
that.
too much.
I like that.
Like I said, I had the intentions to come in here to do a little Irv shit last week. It was going to be a lot more freestyles that he was involved with because of YouTube. But I didn't have my hard drive. But we definitely should do something. And I just want to get that interaction. I want to get that interaction.
He went straight to work just now.
No.
Okay.
No. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I just want to get it back cracking, bro. Just create that energy. We gotta. I'm not gonna lie, too. I'm definitely ready to do some type of like interaction, like live show.
I want to get outside.
Something, bro.
Hey, if the weather wasn't what it was today, I might, and I still might.
I think I'm gonna put it to redo.
I might peek that redo.
Yeah, because you know what? Them taking it to New Orleans, I think is gonna give that feeling again, back to the essence, smaller, more intimate.
I don't know what's going on over there at the farm, but I don't know.
What, 2 seconds today?
Nah, I'm leaving it alone, but I don't like the direction it's going in. I see it. I'm ready to close it out. You know what I mean? It's All-Star Weekend.
Yeah,
I want to get to the
6 o'clock. God damn.
festivities. I want to leave y'all with something.
No. Hey, let's go, man. We out, man. Hey, we out.
I can't get
We out. We out.
I knew you was doing.
I was